Welcome back, guys. It's another trip down vlog lane, or whatever you want to call these videos. Today I figured we'd talk a little bit about the new body style and everything of the GTRs. They've been out for a little bit now, and I figured it would give people time to see them race, see everything they have to offer before I just go out there and bullshit all these numbers and all this crap. I've had an opportunity to drive a couple, ride in a couple, see a couple race. One of my boys down in Tampa has a 900 wheel, all-wheel horsepower GTR. It's the brand new one. I have a couple friends that have the body style before this one. One friend got 1100 to the wheels, a couple got 600. I personally owned a one as well that I had full bolt-ons, downpipe, Y-pipe, catless, catback, injectors, everything besides upgrading the turbo. And I made just around 600, a little more to the wheels. Had to detune the torque. But anyways, I want to just give a little go over it. They went up in price. Their base MSRPs are right around 120,000. Before it was like 116, 110, right around there. Sales plummeted. They actually just had the worst sales record in the United States for the GTR this past year, only selling a little over 200 cars, which is horrible. The cars usually had a lot better sales back when they first came out, when they were only asking like 60 to 80,000. I just think, personally, I think the new ones, the interiors definitely stepped up. The old one, the old body styles, if you guys know what I'm talking about, like 13, 14, 15, 16s. But the interior for a $100,000 car wasn't what you were expecting. You had the C7 Corvette come out, the new Camaros, the Hellcats, all substantially cheaper with way nicer interiors, and just everything was just nicer. I mean, the GTR did not come with remote start. You had push button, yes, but it was not remote startable. You could go buy aftermarket ones and go that route if you really want to, but off the showroom floor, did not come with it. They were super quiet. Mine was dumb quiet. Like, I would have people ask me to rev, and I'm like, no, because I just knew how quiet it was. It was not loud. Even at full throttle, it really wasn't that impressive. It didn't get nice and good until I got a full exhaust system on the car, and then, all right, it unleashed the beast, and it sounded amazing. The same thing with the 2017s and the 2018s coming out. They did add an active exhaust for the cars that made it slightly louder if you opened them, but still wasn't like you see with a lot of these other supercars that are like V6s. It just didn't have that tone. It just quiet. I mean, I guess it's more reserved. They're not trying to be all up in your face. I mean, even the body style itself is getting a little old now because they really haven't changed too much. They did a couple line segments of the car a little different. The front fog lights are a little different. The rear vents and the side skirt vents are a little different, but other than that, same kind of hood, same spoiler, same everything. So not too much really has changed. Performance has changed a little bit. The 2013 to 2016s had 545 horsepower. Don't quote me on this, I believe the 2017s had 565 or 585, right around there. So the performance was improved a little bit. 0 to 60 time still between 2.7 and 3. All depends on the temperature, the DA, and all that crap. Never go based on what you see on the internet, because when they test these cars and then when people post their times, it's going to be different everywhere you go. You'll have people getting better times in certain places than the others because of altitude, temperature, everything comes into factor. So never get too like pissed off, like, oh, I bought this car and it's not doing it. It's not perfect every time. When they do these tests, a lot of times they're in tunnels, they're in perfect weather conditions and everything, so you're not always going to get the same things. Other than that, the interior is up its game a lot. On mine, it was a little blah. Like I said before, like, it just wasn't the quality and the styling of a car that you expect when you pay over $100,000 for a car. I had the upgraded paint job with the blue and the paint flakes in it. Looked stunning in the sun. And then I had a black interior, which I hate all black interiors, but at the time, that's what I found. That's what I got. Now they got the orange packages. You get the white. You can get. Now it comes with red. You can't get red without special ordering it. My boy Nick, he had the same body styling year as mine. He special ordered red, and it looked fantastic. It looks sexy. The new styles, the steering wheel's different. You have a bigger screen. The knobs are adjusted differently. Your center, where everything is different as well. The back seat's still the same. It's pretty much unusable. The main reason why I sold my GTR, I do miss it, just because of the stunt factor, was because that car seat right there will not fit in the GTR. I tried and tried and tried, and I just, unless you want to make your front seat unusable, you can't. And that thing to take in and out when you want to use it, when you don't, is a pain in the ass, especially in a two-door car. It's a pain in the ass with just four, let alone having to move the seat and climb through everything. It's just, no, screw that. Got rid of it. Performance wise, yeah, you get all these great performance numbers and everything, but to me, when I had mine, it just was bleh. The computer does like all the work. I mean, yeah, the acceleration from a dead stop is insane. I've had a few friends of mine that took for rides in mine, and it just blew them away. Especially after I got it all modded, everything was even better. I think when I got a mod, I was right around 2.5 seconds 0 to 60. But other than that, like going around corners, yeah, you can go around corners, but it's not like driving a Hellcat or a C7Z or even a lot of other cars that are a lot more involved in driving. It is not a driver's car that you want to really be in control. The computer literally does everything for you. It literally will do everything. If it senses too much spin, it'll cut all your power and you just go to lip dick mode, and that's embarrassing. But other than that, I mean, I think it's a good, decent, good looking car. It's not really that foreign-y looking like you get with your like McLarens, your Huracans, your Ferrari 458s, your even your i8s. I mean, I honestly think the C7Z looks a lot more like exotic and high dollar than the GTR. Now I've seen a couple specs for the R36, and if they're gonna actually do that, their sales are just gonna drop even more because it's just hideous. But other than that, I mean, for the price range, yeah, you got these numbers, but honestly, I'd rather save 40, 50 grand and get a Hellcat like I did. I have way more features than that car did, or at least the model I had. There are slightly more features now, the new ones, but still not quite like I have in this. This car rides so much smoother. And or I can go get a Z06 Corvette and almost be 0 to 60 the same, and for a lot less of the cost. I mean, honestly, if they would bring back the GTR, like at least the premium at 80, get the black edition around like 90 to 100, and then the Nismo to like 120, then I would say bang for buck, that is your best car you will get, period. But for this base model, which is the premium, starting at over 100 grand, to me it's just not worth it. It's not worth it. I can go get cars, put a little money in it, and then be way better. I mean, yeah, then you start getting into the whole debate of mod versus stock and everything, but at the end of the day, it's what it is. It's what you want to do with it. I have yet to own a car and not do shit to it. My Hellcat, for example, I'm at 834 wheel horsepower. I just went and bought a front splitter, a rear diffuser, a rear splats, and a rear spoiler. So that's the first time I've ever done cosmetic stuff, but I want to make it my own. I want to stand out a little more, be a little more aggressive looking, and that's what I'm doing. Same thing with the GTR. I went full bolt onto the GTR. Every car I've had, I've done stuff to it. So in the end of the day, unless you're older and don't really care, you don't leave it stock anymore. I mean, I don't know any of my car enthusiast friends that left their stock, so it is what it is. But I mean, overall, it's a great car. I mean, if you price it against only cars that are in that 110 to 170 range, you really can't beat it. I mean, the cars it's competing with are like the Audi R8, which starts off at like 170. You have the Porsche 911 Turbo S, the Huracan, the 458 Italia, all those cars performance-wise, and they're way more. Now you have cars like the Hellcat and the Z06 that can compete with it if you have a good driver or whatever, that are way less. So I mean, at the end of the day, it's depending on what cars you're trying to price it against that you're going to compete with. But I mean, that's my thoughts. I mean, comment what you think below. You can think I'm just full of shit or whatever. I mean, take it from a person that's owned a GTR. If you don't believe me, check my videos lower. I have mine racing and doing stupid shit. So I mean, you can call it what it is. But yeah, let me know what you think. Don't forget to subscribe, click the like button, share it, whatever. I'm gonna update y'all. My mids are coming in Tuesday, finally, so I can go catless on the Hellcats and getting retuned Wednesday or Thursday, and I finally should be done tuning the car, going to a new guy. So fingers crossed he does me right. And yeah, guys, stay tuned. I'll show you pics of the lips and everything once I get everything put on the car to make it like stand out a lot more. And yeah, until next time, guys, out.